Okay, all dark humor aside, I know it's just too much. It's too much, I know. But it's for something, or I wouldn't have been born with that intensity. So this is what we're gonna do right now. Is my teeth are not black. It's just the coloring in here. Are they great? Absolutely not. Are they rotted out of my head yet? No. Okay, so we're gonna go over some things real quick. You guys, I made like the best mime in the world. I was made to be a clown. I'm not kidding. That witch of a mother was devastated. She had a dyke, a derelict, a psychotic son, and a clown. No, I was gonna be a princess dancer, how she wanted it done, on big heavy skates with a bunch of abuse laced in. Now listen, I was born to be a clown. But then they demonized all the clowns. Now I hate clowns, so mimes I think are even worse. So maybe just expressive art would have been good, performing. No, I already knew my prototype. I already knew what I was gonna be. We already knew. And it wasn't gonna be what I wanted. Because I wasn't gonna fix my face. Scary parts, definitely. And no. And it's alarming, because it's even worse on camera. When I'm trying to just... Wow. Alright, so me and the old guy at the agency, he actually did work around. He wasn't like famous, but he wasn't like chopped liver, you know what I mean? And I knew him. I think I'd seen some of his stuff. And him and I made the decision. I was good at more supportive script, things like that. Do some acting on the side. Just for fun. Alright. Oh my god, I said we were going to be serious. Monroe County, Michigan women. If you're in an abusive relationship, you've got to get to a safe place. Do not call the police. Do not go in there. They aren't going to help you anyways, but you don't want to go in there. And if your friends are friends with the cops and you think they're your friends, maybe you're one of the monsters too. Okay, you're chill. You can just torture people like me. Girls, you don't want to go to jail. Now, I'm just going to have to give all the lowdowns. Flirting between inmates and staff. Crossover of energies between male and female inmates. Some have been in there too long, and I know there's breeding going on. Now, you drugged me on something real dangerous. And the fact I'm living is another miracle. And I know it really upsets you guys that I never fully left, so you can just keep, doing baby breeding and making money on organs and just this obsession with death and bones in this town. On such a level, and people be like, I don't even know what she's talking about. Yeah, unfortunately, I learned because I worked at the juvenile center very briefly. You won't find nothing on me, probably even at the courthouse, because they kept trying to get me killed. So I think they got real excited and they just threw it all out. So, I was first divorced in 99. They lost that one. You guys, there's such a big ring, I could have already busted. I don't have the manpower. I could have busted a huge network of very dangerous, unidentified human, no names, trafficking. Easily. And that last time they almost killed me up at U of M. Why did I end up at the hospital? It's a long story, but they let me a little deeper into the agencies, and then the police blew it out of the water on purpose. They do that to cover organized crime, because when they work in it, and it's really big time. So then, since then, they've wanted me dead. Because they had to knock down the hotel and stuff not many years later, and it wasn't just for me. See, that's what's funny about this story is they were more scared of me than, well, no, I was really scared of all the rapists and stuff in this town, but because they run the county. Um, so, this is a weird shadow, huh? Alright. We'll end it like that because it's like the half-face person. And this would mean no meaning, just some scary lighting. There's probably meaning behind it, though. Because we all do have a dark side. We all have a light side. And I believe we're born with both. And it's a choice. There's different theories. We're just born dark, and we can become light. I think we're born with both. And I honestly, I'm not a destinist. I'm none of that. I'm a more like, it's not random, it's planned. But to a human eye, it would seem random. But I think certain people are so far more better-hearted than others. They come out that way. I'm sorry. They might have that occasional evil moment, but it's really not much of nothing. It's just that people weren't used to it because they could just walk all over them forever in a day and use them and abuse them, and they would efficiently blame themselves and try harder to please. Okay, so ladies, start getting those muscles pumped up. You know, I do one of these every great while too. Stop selling yourself online. You're going to end up cut up 50 ways, sideways, east and west and south. Get your fucking clothes on and get offline now. You are so retarded. You don't even know what you're doing. The light's coming up because John is coming home. And we're geeked because we changed the something to get in, and it's more efficient. I just tried to keep that vague. Christ almighty. Alright, it's over in Monroe. Don't call the cops for help. They won't come anyways. I came for a missing person. I called for a missing persons, and that's technically how I got in this mess. We called on 2 missing women. One was more of a potential, but the minute I called some attorneys and stuff, got an immediately block. I didn't know how deep it went. Now, if that female was alive, she may have had some sort of weird, twisted, drug brain, damaged brain induced thing that I moved in here to do something. I didn't want them to know who I was, but they already knew. That's how sick that is. So, I have a bounty on my head by the worst people on the planet, and I won't be around much longer, but I want you to know right now, and this has been clarified between me and John, is he knows what I would do if I were to just say, I can't do any more physical pain, I'm not doing morphine, I'm not doing like crazy pain stuff, you know, and I'm not going in for surgeries, I'm not getting something, they ain't cutting in, they ain't no way, they did enough, they would love to get me under that. Okay, now listen, is he knows, okay, and so if you tried to pull a stunt and you're going to set it up a different way, he already knows which way I would do it. Is this understood? Fuckers? Okay, just so you got that. Alright. What else? You should have read them better. Who? Who should you have read better? Huh? I'm the one paying for his home that you keep breaking. Why don't you stay off our property? I think you finally did. Why don't you go fix the water that you broke?